Hello, how do you keep track of your swing trade? So we have our you can either pull the report from your account history from your brokerage account if the brokerage is using the same technology, and you can pull it on your spreadsheet and then pull report from it, but it'll depend on how you design your spreadsheet. So I'm going to open one spreadsheet here. Alternatively, you can do manual entries, and I like to do manual entries. I have both spreadsheet, but I found myself using the manual entry spreadsheet more. So for the manual spreadsheet, you will enter stocks you purchase on one line for each stocks, and then when you sell a particular stock, you will put the you'll enter your sales information on that same line as the purchase of that same stock, and then you will calculate the profit related to the stocks that you sold by using how much you sold it for minus how much you pay for it, and you will estimate your taxes as well. That way, when it's time to make an estimated tax payment, you know how much you need to pay for, you need to deposit, or you need to pay. So we are going to together record those, and I'm sure you'll be able to pull a PDF version of those trade from your brokerage account as well. But by using a spreadsheet, which the PDF one, during tax season you'll access those. Sometimes they might even have the option for you to download it as a CSV as well. So, and we are going to, I like to minimize those screen a little bit so that I can work with it, and then I like to make those entries. So that's how one way you can track your swing trades. That is how I like to track my swing trades. And periodically or on a weekly basis, you can take a look at your account position as well. Those are your portfolio of stocks that you purchase, where they are, to see the stocks you purchase for swing trading purposes. And in our example, we have stocks we purchase for dividend income purposes as well. That one is for swing trading purposes, but the dividend income purposes are the one that has some fractional share included in those, and they tend to have a higher dividend, but we sell them as they become profitable. But yeah, you can track your trades by looking at your account position as well. But to actually have a way to pull the data so that you can pull some report from them and see how you are doing with the strategy you are using, and pretty much track how much you are making on a monthly basis or annual basis or daily basis, depending on your frequency of trade. It's good to pull those into a spreadsheet and then add some formulas to pull a report from. So eights, we purchase some stock here. So because let's see, so we will go to AME. We already have a SPA for it, but let's first open this spreadsheet. If we take AME for instance, one side of the spreadsheet we have sales purchase information. You'll put the share purchase, the how much you pay per share, and the total paid. If you pay a brokerage fee, you'll add those as well. And then on the right side, you'll have the sales information for it. When you sold it, you'll enter those information again, the share sold, the unit price you charge for it, the gross revenue, and then you can calculate if there is a fee. You'll add that fee, and then you can calculate the profits. And why not the profit rate? And my profit rate, I like to take that profit divided by how much I pay for the stock. In this though, we have it, we purchased it, but we have not sold it yet, and we purchase it again. So therefore, I'm going to make an entry for each purchase. So we purchased it there. That's the one we saw. The price went up. We didn't sell it, and now it pulled away back and start going up, and we bought it again. So we have the first purchase in the portfolio on the spreadsheet that we are tracking already. We are going to add the second one. So the way I like to do it is just duplicate that line in CircUp itself so that I can keep my formula. And so we purchased it almost a year ago, the first one, and now we purchase it again. So I'm going to minimize the screen a little bit so that I can bring the second one out. So we purchased it on the 8th. And I'll be able to, have some entries that already will remain. And we purchased 50 shares at a lower price, and I can just copy the price because sometimes it can be 3 decimal point there, and we can continue. No fee paid. Let's see the amounts here accurate, and I will have that committed amount, so that's I keep it, and that's pretty much what I will do because I have not sold it yet. So, and that is how I track stocks that I purchase for swing trading purposes, or how I track my trade. So we got dividend from a dividend for stock from a stock that we purchased for dividend income purposes. So if we go back to our account portfolio, MRO or MNRO is paying 6.62% in dividend, and we have about 1 share or so, and pretty much is very low. Is the price is, the stock is down, really down. That's the things with those dividend income stocks. They pay high dividend, but they in some way it's like if they were paying you back your money fraction by fraction of something. They tend to plateau if you look at their chart. So we are going to go, so we track those dividend income as well, and I think it's good to track them. That way that's just a measurement, a performance measurement tools in some way. When you are tracking those, you'll be able to use your data to calculate some report and see in overall the strategy you are using. Is it working? Is it allowing you to pick good stocks? Is it comparable with the stocks you are trading? Depend on how much profit you are making out of them. So we made 0.28 profit there. Is still something, right? So now we purchase FI. So we'll go back to 2025. And we have an entry there. This one we purchased it and sold it already. So I'm just going to duplicate that line. And when you see dates on the right side, so that means that purchase has been sold. And when was it? Is on the 9 as well. And I'm going to copy this price here to minimize error. 9,925. We purchased 15 shares for that price. Yeah, and I'm going to put there that we committed that amount, and I'm going to clean the sell section of it since I copied that information, so that it does not skew my report on other sheets. Show me a negative profit when I have not sold it yet. You can take it out of there as well. And that would be a direct entry for it. For this one though, okay, now hold on. I will put it here. Can just put 4J because I purchased it for my son, so that when I sell it, I can put that profit in his brokerage account instead of putting some money in our kids' account every month that we used to do for them, and then I'll use it to swing to trade for them, them trading themselves as a learning tool. I just prefer, at least since he's still young, I'm still buying his stocks, I can just keep my money in our account and then buy stocks for him, and then when I sell it, I can put that profit in his brokerage account. That way I keep my capital and I just give him the profit. Does that make sense? So the next one is dividend payment there, and dividend is LY, and is 450. So the next one, well, is a stock we purchase for dividend income purposes, and it has a cash merger here. Gave us $25 for what? For less than what we pay for it. So we'll come back to that, but let's do this one. Is 11. It pay us dividend. So AMT dividend. It's good to organize those alphabetical by the symbol. That way it makes it easier to locate your stocks, and when you don't see it, you know that you don't have it in the list. You'll need to add it. Is 450. Okay, so 450 for that one. Then we have PH. I'm double checking those entries that are already made on my way to PH. So PH, we earn 7.20 there. Excuse me. Is stocks we purchase for swing trading purposes. But while it's there, and the price went down for it, is paying us some dividend. So AMGN pay us some profit there. So, and that'll be this one, AMGN 23.80. 23.80. Okay, so now that we are done with those, we'll come back to this one, Foot Locker. And that is an example of stock pretty much in some way bankrupt on you, but it didn't bankrupt. That is much well. But it didn't bankrupt. At least I don't know why it did, but it just gave us some money for the share that we have. So I'm going to consider that as a sell. So therefore I'm going to add it as a sell, and it's FL. So therefore I will come back to this and put FI. I think I'll pick this one and I'll duplicate it. And with those stocks that pay dividend and you reinvest the dividend, I like to make multiple rows for those stocks for the reinvestment portion of those dividends, because in some way those dividend purchase stocks for you. So I pull the data for this particular one to see for how long we have it in the account. So we purchased it in 2023 and we purchased one share for $43.24. I can take that out, and it was sold on us on, it does not even say that it was sold. So I noticed it today. So because last week it was still in the account, but not this week. No, it's not the one I will be looking at. So FL was still in the account, and they gave us about that amount or so. So I'm just going to use 913 for it. So 913.25. And 2308 that they gave us, I'm going to use that for the stocks. I'm going to divide it by 1.0449 shares. Yeah, that'll give me so that'll give me how much they pay per share. So now when I look at this one, so we bought it, that's one line, it got reinvested, that's 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 lines to create, or 3 additional one. So I'm going to copy this one, and 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to insert a copy cell. That way it will now replace what I have there, GD, GIB, and Google. It will just put in above them. So the first one, this was the date. $43.24. I believe I have that. $43.24. So the second one, it was May 1st, 23. And the number of shares, we will copy that and we will add it. And the price when they pay us the dividend, we will enter that as well. And the next one, we'll copy the shares, but it happened July 31st. And the price went down. Then you can see we have 4 decimal numbers there. The last dividend reinvestment happened 10:30. I think I need to change the tarot. I didn't change the tarot there for the stocks. It showed me another one. I'll copy this. And the name of the company, come on. Can I just copy this? Okay. So, and that one is done as well. So because it was, they pay us for it. If we go back to this, they pay us $25.08. I'm going to use that as the sales price. So let's extend this one, make it easier for you to see. So for this, so that is the buy session here. So we can see the cost to us is $44.45. In fact, going down there, I need to copy the stocks. Okay. And then I will paste those numbers here. And so because they pay us $25.08 and I divided by the number of stocks that got they pay us for, to find the unit cost of them, I like to make sure this amount is $25.08, and it is. So therefore, so now from there we can see if we make any profits on anything at all. Since I have the formula there, I will just extend it, and I will say on every single one of them, beside the last one or so, we lost money on it. So that is how I like to, keep track of those trades. So now that is there, it is now on our reporting tabs. So I'm going to select those three. I can just go back to this one, and I'll go under F to see if it's here. It's not. So I'm going to copy FICO, and just insert copy cell there. And that means by selecting those tabs, when I made a change on one, it's going to be on the others as well. And it saves time to do so. Depending on how you have your formulas, it might work. You might duplicate your entries like that without having to make it on every single one of those sheets. Okay, and then I'll just go there and I'll put FL. And as I did that, I could go to September. It should pull some profits. Okay, here. So that tells me that I did it well. But now I need to click on another one so that I can get out of the those auto select, because if I write something, I type something, it might duplicate it on the other. So I want to make sure I get out of those selection by clicking on a tab that was not selected at all before. So I just want to double check one of them. You can see the entry pull out, so that means that is added well. That way I can make sure the information added on manually on this tab is included in the report that I'm pulling from this tab as well. So, and your manual entry will only happen on one tab, or your daily your purchases and sales you will enter on one sheet, on one tab, and then you can just pull information from that tab to analyze and see how to measure the performance of your strategy and the stocks you are swing trading. That is one way you can track your trades, is by doing a record keeping on a regular basis. And if you do not trade often, you can do that during the weekend, because you can see I'm doing 1 week worth of record together with you. And by just putting this later, it just let me know that I did that recording already. So, and you just make sure you save everything. And that conclude how I track my swing trade, or one way you can keep track of your swing trade. For more of swing trading related videos or stock related video, please check the links to the playlists in the description of this video. Thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for all your comments, and we thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiabi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and ninasoup.com our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Thank you.